Welcome into South Florida Daily. Happy almost weekend, Megan. We have the perfect show to get you to that finish line.
Starting off with the great outdoors, our friend Benji Stude takes us on a kayaking tour that will have you becoming one with nature.
It's Fitness Friday with One Fitness. Stay tuned to see how you can elevate your fitness routine with simple but effective moves.
Come with us to explore our favorite local gym, the West Palm Beach Green Market.
But first, an inside look at Artie Gras VIP Brunch.
Artie Gras Fine Arts Festival is just around the corner. It is February 17th and 18th. I'm with Brian Elkins with the Palm Beach North Chamber of Commerce. Brian, tell me a little bit about Artie Gras. What can people expect to see this year?
At Artie Gras, as in every year, we're going to have a little over 250 fine artists on site. Anywhere from ceramics to paintings, mixed media, photography, everything available for people to come, peruse, enjoy. We'll have, our Artie Kids area, chef showcase, entertainment, all kinds of activity for the entire family. Each year, we always try to incorporate some new ideas, something different to add in. A few years ago, we introduced the Chef Showcase, which has been a very good success, featuring chefs from all over the county. So this year, we're gonna have 7 chefs there. We have a vegan chef this year. We have pastry chefs. So just different chefs that are going to be showcased there.
Okay, speaking of pastry chefs, we're obviously at Little Moore's in Jupiter. We are looking at what, a VIP brunch this year at Artie Gras Fine Arts Festival.
Yep, so our new thing this year is our Artie Brunch. So it's going to be on Sunday morning. You can buy tickets on our website, and it's going to be, first you get into our festival an hour earlier.
Okay.
So instead of the standard 10 o'clock, you get to come in at 9 o'clock, right into our VIP area and sampling, or not even sampling, but eating this amazing food from Little Moore's. So
you get a full brunch at Artie Gras, and this is the most divine food. Oh my gosh, I used to live in Jupiter and I was ordering this way too much, way too much. And speaking of that delicious brunch, look who we found, the executive chef at Little Moore's here. This is Mike Murcio. Mike, tell me a little bit about what you have prepared for people as they experience this brunch at Artie Gras. What is on display?
So we try to do some traditional brunch stuff and some different brunch stuff. Added some Caribbean flavor with the caramelized bananas and coconut French toast and the sweet potato biscuits with the jerk spice gravy on there. And then your normal stuff like salmon, bagel, and egg and capers and stuff. And then just some pastries and frittata just so people can kind of have a good time and see what we do here.
Which one is your favorite dish out of all these?
I would say probably the sweet potato biscuit and the jerk spice gravy.
Okay, and did you come up with some of these special for the Artie Gras Fine Arts Festival, or are these on your menu all the time?
No, this was special just for the VIP brunch.
Okay, and frittatas, what's in these frittatas?
So in the frittata we have asparagus, spinach, Gruyere cheese, and homemade sausage.
And what are these sauces right here?
So that's a homemade mixed berry jam and a homemade apricot jam for the pastries or the muffins.
Okay, looks delicious.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, we're gonna dig in. Okay, I'm digging into salmon first. What are you gonna go with first?
I think I'm going to try those sweet potatoes.
Mike, you're my man. You better try that.
You need to try that.
Brian, what is your favorite thing about Artie Gras? Why do you keep doing this? Why do you keep coming back and promoting it year after year?
Yep, so I mean, this will be my 2nd year directing it, but probably my 10th or 12th year part of Artie Gras. I've been part of it as a volunteer for many, many years. And it's mostly the people and the art and seeing, like, there's some amazing artists that are just, and it's artists from around the world. Like last year we had an artist from Lebanon come. So we get people from all over the place. So it's just an amazing festival.
And it's a 2-day event, so if you don't make it on Saturday, you can make it on Sunday, and you can get a divine brunch from Little Moore's. All right, thank you so much. More information and tickets are at artiegras.org.
Yes, so artiegras.org, and then also we have our signature poster, which will be on sale at the event. And this is by Aaron Reed, who's been a part of Artie Gras for a little over 20 years.
Fantastic, and you'll be able to purchase this at Artie Gras as well. Okay, get your tickets, get your poster, get your brunch. More information at artiegras.org. Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.
South Florida Daily is on the move with Palm Tran.
All right, Gemma, so this evening we're at Pine Glades Natural Area. Stoked to bring you here. This is one of over 30 natural areas we have here in the Palm Beaches. And I brought you here tonight because over the next hour as the sun's setting, we're gonna go paddle out to a wading bird roost and watch hundreds of birds fly over us as they come into roost for the night.
That's so cool. It looks stunning. I can't wait.
All right, you ready to paddle?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Alrighty.
All right, so Gemma, we're about halfway through the paddle. Out here at Pine Glades Natural Area, we've seen ospreys, we've seen kingfishers, we just heard some sandhill cranes. So we're getting ready to go over to the roost, have all these wading birds fly over us. We also passed a fishing pier on the way here, saw some families catching some bass. And up here in the northern part of the Palm Beaches, this is really kind of natural areas and eco-central. So Cypress Creek Natural Area and Riverbend Park are just a bit to our east. There's tons of opportunities there to paddle, to fish, even ride your bike. You can park at Cypress Creek South. You can do a 20-mile bike ride without ever crossing a road. So, I mean, it's just incredible out here. What do you think?
I think it's so cool, and I really want to go check out those birds.
All right, well, let's get going.
All right, cool.
All right. All right, Gemma, so we're finally here at the wading bird roost. We've been seeing little blue herons and tricolored herons fly over us. And right now, I mean, one of the other reasons that Pine Glades is known in the Palm Beaches is for its sunsets. And obviously, the sunsets here are pretty epic, huh?
Oh my gosh, all the colors with the wildlife, it's amazing.
Exactly, exactly. So, Pine Glades Natural Area, definitely a bucket list item for the Palm Beaches, wouldn't you say?
For sure.
All right, and we even got you a couple of gators, huh?
Oh my gosh, that was so cool seeing the gators.
All right, so what do you say we keep watching the birds for a little bit and then we'll paddle back?
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Alrighty. This is Little Wonders of the Palm Beaches.
Welcome to Fitness Friday. It is core day. Erin, what are we doing?
We are going to do 3 movements today, all standing up, working on our core, okay? So you can do all these movements with or without your weight. We're gonna use weight to start out. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna stand, knees and toes facing forward, and we're gonna do a march with a rotation. So we're gonna lift our left knee up, we're gonna rotate that dumbbell or our hands towards our left hip, bring it back down, same thing on the other side. We lift and we rotate and bring it back down. Good, we're gonna keep alternating.
Okay.
Good, if I were doing this maybe like 10 per side, but what we're gonna do is 1 more on each side.
This is good for balance
Yeah,
too.
really good for balance. You can always do this seated. Don't have to do this all standing, but I'm making it a little challenging. The next one we're gonna do is we're gonna take this dumbbell, we're gonna bring it down to our left side, our right hand up above or behind our head, and we're gonna do a standing side crunch. So we're gonna reach that dumbbell down towards our knee, feel a nice stretch, and then we're gonna stand it right back up. Good. Same thing, we would do like 10 per side for this one. You can always do this seated, like off of your chair. It's a really nice way to do it. Let's do 1 more. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Good, so we just flip that weight, flip our hand, and we reach down towards our knee.
So it's a nice stretch and
Yeah,
you're working your abs too,
totally.
which is nice.
And you can make it challenging if you wanna add more weight, or you can do it without your weight. Let's do 1 more. And the last one we're gonna do is we're gonna regrip that weight. We're gonna go around the world. So I like to hold the outside of the weight like this, my elbows in tight, and I'm basically gonna trace this dumbbell around my head and then back to the front. I always like to reset here. We'll go for 3 this way, just to show everyone, but I would go 10 each way. The trick to this one, let's go the other way, is you wanna keep the weight actually really close to your head without hitting yourself.
Yes.
So when you're doing this, because that's where you're gonna feel this a little more, same thing, you can do this with the weight or you can do this without the weight.
And you're really engaging your core the
whole time, yeah. Yeah, those are your 3 standing core movements.
Well, those are some great core moves to elevate your workout. And where can we find you if you want to take a class?
We are One Fitness and we are located on Belvedere and Dixie in West Palm Beach.
Tell us us what you want to see on South Florida Daily. Give us a shout out on Facebook or Instagram at South FL Daily.
And if you want to see your business featured on South Florida Daily, email us info@southfldaily.com. We'll be right back.
The South Florida Daily set is sponsored by El Dorado Furniture.
Visit us online and at all El Dorado Furniture showrooms.
One of the highlights every single year here in the Palm Beaches is the Green Market in West Palm Beach. And guess what? We are #1 in the country again. Here at the Green Market in West Palm Beach with Community Events Supervisor Angela. This is the woman in charge. You are making it happen. I mean, this is spectacular.
Thank you. We are truly excited about our market this year. You know, we started over here a little over 10 years ago with 50 vendors. And since then, we're at about 120. So many exciting things have happened this year that were just great for the city of West Palm Beach.
Absolutely. And for people who aren't familiar, please tell them how you guys have been voted #1 2 years in a row.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting in itself, but we are voted #1 in the nation for Green Market, and that alone is such a privilege to be able to say. And you know, the people got us there, and I mean, I think if you look around, you truly see we are #1 for a reason. We take pride in what we do.
It's wonderful. It's a great time to be with your family. It's a great time to get together.
I love the kites. The way they decorated it this time makes it so fun and so different.
I love the smoothies. It's so good it's already gone.
What do you think is the special ingredient? You know, there's definitely a recipe involved that creates something this spectacular that everyone in the nation can recognize as being the best.
So we have a judge and jury process, which a lot of other markets don't have. When we chose this path, we decided that if you're going to do something, you need to do it right. And it's something that is done by judges outside of our city. So there's, you know, no favoritism, but we bring in different judges that specialize in things that have to do with the market. And I have to tell you, it's been a wonderful experience just to watch and watch grow. But the vendors that we get out of it are truly amazing. So for us, it's a win-win.
Best of the best of the best. I mean, just look at the weather out here. The birds are chirping, people are spending money. That's exactly what we like to see.
Flowers. Now, even though it's a green market, of course you have produce, but you have a lot of other categories of things. Can you tell us about some of the other things people find here?
Sure. Obviously, there's cafe. So if you come down here and you're hungry, you can grab some prepared food. Obviously, you know, people come down for breakfast, grab coffee. There's so many different coffee vendors, tea vendors, kava, you name it, we've got it here. Some fabulous entertainment, and to top it all off, like this year we have added one more element to our market because again, we recognize that people are coming down here with needs. A lot of people buy flowers or orchids or plants, and they don't necessarily know what to do with them when they get home. So we've now started the 20 by 20, which is our pop-up workshop, so you can learn. They're just great classes, and most of them are free. It's just another little thing that we try to give our customers.
It's something beautiful to do every Saturday here. Thanks for the city to have organized these. They have beautiful vendors.
If you had to pick one vendor, what do you look most forward to when you come out on Saturday?
You know, it's interesting because every year it changes for me as to which one. I'm a pasta girl, I'm Italian, you know, so I'm excited we have new pasta vendors this year, but I'm tried and true to cheese and pasta always.
Let's head into the Green Market and take a look. One of the highlights here at the Green Market in West Palm Beach is Cider Donuts. I'm here with Leslie Russell. I'm so excited to try this. I have to admit, I've never tried one before, but I've heard amazing things. You are one of the highlights of the entire Green Market.
We get that a lot, yes. Well, what makes it magical really is that it's a vanilla cake batter donut, but we blend in fresh apple cider, so it makes them light and fluffy and not so dense. And then we actually let you top it with a caramel apple dipping sauce, and your world is just turned upside down.
All right, the true test. Now, I am a donut aficionado. I love sweets, so this is exciting.
Caramel dipping sauce.
Oh wow, oh they're nice and warm
Yes.
too. That
Always
looks
served
spectacular.
warm. We do actually have a box that we cool down so you can buy them and reheat them at home, because there should never be an excuse to not have cider donuts close by and on hand, right? She's speechless. She can't even say anything.
There is no fresher donut right now on the planet Earth than the ones we're serving right here.
All right, ready? Cheers.
Cheers.
A lot of things Mr. Meisner planned never made it off paper, but a number did as well. And it was such a glorious dream. We still name everything after him.
Think of an evening in June under a crystal-like moon. Think of an old Spanish tune. You're in Avalon town.
It's quite an interesting story, and 27 things were really bad, and that's when Meisner Development Corporation went bankrupt. But one of the original investors, Mr. Geist, Clarence Geist, was really the town savior. He purchased the assets of Meisner Development for $72,000, and they were worth millions, but nobody wanted them in 1927. The principal asset was indeed the Cloister Inn, which today is the Boca Raton, the former Boca Raton Resort and Club. Mr. Geist hires architect Schultz and Weaver, who did the breakers, to more than triple the size of the hotel. And it opened as the Boca Raton Club in 1930. And it became the main economic engine of the town throughout the 30s. Palm Beach, Schmalm Beach, you know? I mean, let's make Boca Raton the world's new social capital. That's what the advertisements actually said, not that old Palm Beach, you know. He really wanted to do his own thing and draw people here and be a real competition to Palm Beach.
Now, Susan, of course, we talk about the Palm Beach as being America's first resort destination, but this area is not all about fun and sun and relaxation. It's also about farming and agriculture. Even to this day, we have oranges and strawberries and all kinds of other things that we farm. But let's talk about back in the day, what was farming like?
Well, yes, it's hard to believe that Boca Raton was originally a tiny farming town. South Florida was considered to be south of the frost line, which for the most part it is. And we had people come from North Florida, from Vermont, Michigan, New York, North Carolina, Scotland to farm here. The big cash crop in the early days was pineapples. Pines, they called them. But tomatoes, everybody in South Florida grew tomatoes back in the day. Eggplants, onions, peppers, just the list goes on. And they tried many crops. They tried growing cotton. They tried growing rice. The farmers tried everything. It was quite an experiment. Our early town was home to really 3 communities. A white community centered along Palmetto Park Road primarily, a Japanese community called Yamato, and an African American community known as Pearl City, which still exists. It's south of Glades between Dixie and Federal Highway. It's just a few blocks, but it is a historic district today.
South Florida Daily is on the move with PalmTran.
Hi, we are with Keith Gutterman. He is the Vice President of Deck and Drive. Keith, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much.
Tell me about your business.
So we've been in business for 16 years at Deck and Drive. We pride ourselves on putting down the best pavers in your neighborhood. If you've ever heard our commercials, who lays the pavers in your neighborhood? That's what we love to do. We love to be in your neighborhood.
Deck and Drive. Now, you recently gave away a very big prize to a lucky winner. Tell me about that.
We do a $15,000 paver giveaway at Deck and Drive, and recently we gave away $15,000 in pavers to Jessica Pittman of Lake Worth, Florida. Super excited to do this project for Jessica.
We want to give back to the community. Our most recent winner, they're a family of where the husband was a vet, so it really went to a really great place and a duly deserved driveway that needed to be renewed and refreshed.
Okay, Keith, are you into racing? Because as far as I know, Deck and Drive is sponsoring something for the
Yes.
Daytona 500.
We're super excited about this. So yes, we love racing over at Deck and Drive, and Deck and Drive, it kind of just fits, driveway cars. We will be actually sponsoring on WFLX the Daytona 500 this season. Look out for the Deck and Drive commercials during the race. There'll also be an opportunity for fans that are watching the race to text in and win pavers for their driveway as well. So we're really excited about that too.
I love it. Everybody loves the Daytona 500. You can watch it on Fox 29. What's your favorite part about watching a race like
The
that?
crashes, but I don't want anybody to get hurt, but oh my goodness, the humanity of a car flipping over 15 or 16 times.
Wild.
Just never I hope it's not our car, you know what I mean? You really hope that everybody's okay and safe, but wow, it's something when you see it.
One simple answer, why should people choose you?
Oh boy, who lays the pavers in your neighborhood? We are not a truck and a truck at Deck and Drive. We are all licensed installers of pavers. We really take pride in what it is that we do. We have the experience and the reputation that you can trust to get the job done right. If you go online, you check us out, our customers are thrilled and we're so happy to serve.
It's Deck and Drive, yeah.
Time for your weekend rundown, a list of cool events happening in our backyard this weekend. Best of the Belgians Beer Fest is Saturday, February 17th. The festival runs from 2 to 6 p.m. at the South County Civic Center in Delray Beach. Enjoy Belgian-style beers from local and national breweries. Plus, live music, food trucks, and unlimited samplings of amazing Belgian ales. General admission is $50 and includes all-you-can-drink 2-ounce pours and a festival glass. Artie Gras Fine Arts Festival returns to Palm Beach Gardens this weekend. It's February 17th and 18th at Gardens North County District Park. It's from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. The outdoor event features fine art, artist demonstrations, a youth art competition, a VIP brunch experience, and more. Learn more at artiegras.org. It's time for a Flamingo Flea pop-up. It's Saturday, February 17th at Crazy Uncle Mike's in Boca Raton from noon to 4 p.m. There will be 25 handmade businesses to shop from. Plus, enjoy donation-based yoga, on-site spring mini photo sessions, live music, a book signing by former FAU football player Brandon Bryant, and more. For more information on these events and other happenings, visit southfldaily.com.